Hey, what's going on everyone? Supreme Com here, and we're back for more Battle Circuit. So right now we're doing the 7 Battle Circuit. This time it's the Overdrive Grand Prix, so which means I'm going to be using type advantage. So some housekeeping before I do start. So in the 7 Battle Circuit, our type advantage is going to be tech type. So you're going to want to be using a T type for all your builds, because as you guys see over here, so type advantage, you're gonna get a 200% buff. So this is actually a bigger buff than all the other battle circuit we have seen. So this one should be a little bit more easier to do compared to the other one, I would say so, because there isn't too many restriction. Besides you have to use those specific word tag. They usually give out those like really wonky kind of word tag, like not a lot of parts to use, I would say. So let's start up with lap 1 over here. So lap 1, it's just a overdrive mode, so nothing else. So it's type advantage, you're gonna do a 200% up. And then one more housekeeping stuff I would like to talk about, that is all these 10 laps. Obviously I haven't like gone to lap 10 yet, but all these laps will be the same for lap 11 to 20. So whatever you see for like for base vortex, you want to have a double, you want to have another set of parts you can use for lap 11 to 20. Same goes for like skill hack mode and all these above. So you want to make sure you have enough parts to make it all the way to lap 20. So let's get back to this. So here's my build. So any build, whenever I do these kind of battle circuit, I try to keep it low cost. How to say, all of them are trying to use event parts, and then save all the 6-star, maybe some so-called parts towards the end. So this we're trying to make it as free to play friendly as possible. So here's the setup I went with. I did have 2 word tag active over here, high mobility and transformer. Now, you don't really need to activate any word tags if your stat are like high enough. I just activate that to give a little bit more buff. So some effect do kind of apply in some ways, some only applies but some does not. So here's all the parts that I have: transform, word tag, and high mobility. Feel free to just take a look to see if you guys can activate. Basically you don't really need to have those word tag. You can use any other word tag that will satisfy the T attribute that I happen to have. So with that being said, we're looking at around 11k melee attack. This should be pretty good for the first lap, so let's hop in now. Alright, we're in. So let's talk about the enemy right now. We have, I think this one is the Mark II, right? So Mark II will activate like a buff. So yeah, he just activate like a debuff for me, so he will be taking less damage. So let me actually use this geek skill, get some health back, you know. And then this one is gonna be your range kind of enemy over here. So you want to take him out as soon as possible, or he's gonna either shoot that beam like the last battle circuit, the 6th battle circuit. We have the launcher strike that does the same beam, and then he also shoots some kind of rockets. So that's a homing rockets. So if you guys are like a far range, he'll do some pretty good damage to you. So you gotta watch out for that as well. Obviously I'm not really going for like the best time right now. I'm just kind of explaining like what you guys should be careful of. So this one, Masa is gonna be like a mini unit, obviously. So do watch out when he is using some custom EX skill, not custom EX skills, some regular EX skill. So you guys want to be dodging those as well. So here's lap 1, and we'll move on to lap 2. So jumping into lap 2, we have a for base word tag over here. So you're gonna get up, obviously we use type advantage T type plus your for base word tag, you're gonna get a whopping 350 in total. So that's a pretty big buff in general. So let's take a look at the parts that I have for base. Most of these, like I have mentioned, will be trying to go for parts that are the event parts, or either from the standard capsule pool first. Any soul cast and 6-star alternation parts, like I'll use probably towards very end to keep everything more free to play friendly. So I do also have close combat active to give me a little bit more juice to that melee attack stat up here. Look at 12k over here. This should be pretty good actually. Yep, this setup is pretty nutty. So let's hop in now. Okay, since I am using melee build, I think I want to check out the Jagan first, because I have I probably have less of a what is it, shot defense in general, and then we can easily beam this guy down. This guy, when he activate that bubs, he does get himself some melee defense up, I think. So just gotta watch out for that. Okay, Shimasa Gundam. What are we doing here? So activate this first. Just gotta watch out when he activates his EX skill. You wanna be like that. You wanna be dodging those. Like his normal hit should be fine. You guys don't really have to worry too much about it. Bam! We're done here. Alright, and here's how you can take down lap 2. So lap 3 is going to be a skill hack mode, which means you want to be using some buffers for this mode, other damage, so meaning depending on if you're doing like a melee or shot build. So I went for these kind of buffs over here. I have the archer stats status from the Gundam Dynamis. I have it at level 1, so it still does pretty good. I'm just gonna raise my shot attack by 30% for 30 seconds, so that should be pretty good. Should be durable enough. Also have, what is the other one? Let's see. Okay, this is the Build Gundam Mark 2 offense up, raise both my melee and shot by 30% for 20 seconds, so that's a little bit less, but that should be enough durability. Last but not least, I have a debuffer over here from the Duelist Gundam over here. Does have a level 6 over here, so it's going to be doing a 40-second of my melee attack down to my enemy. So I'll save that for the Shin Masa Gundam towards the end, so he won't be doing as much of melee damage overall. So here's the build I went with as well. Didn't bother bringing a shield or a melee weapon. I don't think I'll be needing it. So let's hop in with this setup and see what we can do. Okay, so we're gonna go take out the Jagan first if I can redirect him. Okay, we do a pretty good shot attack over here, closing into 2k. So I think I want to activate this one right now, just before he comes right in. Okay, so now activate the last one. Now you want to always activate it right before you face like the big boss, like over here. Because when you do activate those, you will be in like kind of like a lock animation for like a few seconds. Let me activate this as well. Oh, yep. You guys can see I took a little bit less damage, so that's came in clutch. And he's a little bit staggered, so we are good to go with one more hit. Back up. Oh, and here you go. Here's how you can take down lap 3. So lap 4 is going to be a advanced physical mode. So your physical damage is going to do 150% up. Pair that with type advantage T type, you're going to be doing a whopping 350 in total. Here's a setup I won with. Let's see any specific parts to talk about. This one, the bales looks pretty good. This one does a A- power, so it's gonna be really offensively powerful, obviously. This backpack over here did recently, actually this week, got an alternation. So if you guys do want to alternate these kind of part, it's gonna come in pretty clutch. And to talk about that, this specific unit's arm leg does offer pretty good EX skill power wise and all that after alternation as well. So if you guys do have these kind of part and can consider alternating now if you guys do have the resources and whatnot. Any other specific part, I don't think I need to go over them. Not shot attack, excuse me. Melee attack is looking at just roughly about 10k, and then all these part, like I said, are event or those standard 4-star parts. So let's hop in and see what we can do. Okay, so initially we're gonna target Jagan as well. I think initially when I took on this lap, I didn't really use any other EX skill until the final boss because of how fast we were able to melt these guys. Now look at that. Come on, come back here. So I think with one EX skill, I'm probably gonna use the burning finger from Noble's Gundam. I think this should be enough, right? I think I feel more this one. And this one maybe? No, never mind. I did have to use all 3. I thought I only used 1 originally. That was way off. But anyways, here's how you can take down lap 4. Okay, so we're also going to be doing lap 5. Usually when I do these battle circuit, I only do 4 laps per video, but since we're pretty good on time, so I'll actually do one more, and then we will do lap 6 to 10 just to wrap things up, probably in upcoming videos. So lap 5 is going to be a advanced range mode, so obviously your shot damage is going to do more damage by 150%. So pair that up with type advantage, we're looking at 350 in total, so that's pretty marginal buff over there. Here's some parts I went with. I went for a offense beta actually, just to give you some shot attack. I think this way it was a little bit more helpful. So this is from the Buster Gundam. This part is from one of those, there's certain weeks they bring in that banner that features the Buster Gundam, EZ8 and F91, so I got that from that banner. Probably have an image on the right or on the left, either way. I'm pretty sure if you guys have played this game for a while now, should have seen that banner already. And then we have this over here, just pretty good output. It's gonna be doing a B power, so this should be enough, I would say. This is the event parts. And then other than that, I have this infamous shield over here. I actually do have 3 pairs of this. This is a magazine type of EX skill over here, A minus pierce and D power. This one is not going to do phenomenal damage, but it does have a 11 round magazine, so it should serve some good purpose overall. So shot attack looking at 12.2k. I think it was just bare minimum for me to take down this lap, so let's hop back in and see what we can do. Okay, I did forget to mention that I have some EX skill, not war tag up, so we will be taking out the big guy first, because like now they're a little bit bigger now, as you guys can see. They went massacre size. Okay, we got that one out, so we can just easily beam this guy down and activate this right before we enter the next phase. So we'll be using this one. Did pretty good damage. Back up again. Now I'll either have to wait for the other EX to come back, or I'll just simply shoot him down. So he just went into his EX skill, so kind of saw some time a little bit. Okay, I think I kind of misused the magazine EX skill. That's why I wasn't able to take him down as quickly as I can. But anyways, here's lap 5. Okay, so this will conclude this video. So in any of these labs, you guys can obviously sub in for more better parts. I'm just doing this kind of build just to show you guys that you can do it at a really bare minimum. You don't need all the craziest 6 stars Sokai's part like early on, but you will need them towards the end. But just for now, you can save those parts, and you know, all these event parts, 4-star, those Sand Capsule Pool parts they will be pretty good, and they'll come in really handy. So that's why I always tell you guys to grind up those event parts, because they'll serve you really good during the battle circuit. So that being said, I'll catch you guys more with battle circuit later on, with lap 6 to 10 later on. So bye bye.